Hey, what is up everyone, it says welcome back to another Battlefield 6 video. So the Battlefield 6 open beta preloads have begun, and with the preloads we also received a new community update from DICE. I skipped through the boring parts and I want to just give it the big, huge changes for the Assault class in Battlefield 6 open beta. Let's check it out. So they say the road to launch, adapting and implemented feedback takes time, and while open beta will give you an early look at the class system, it's not the final adaptation. After the open beta has concluded, there will be more opportunities to shape the class experience together before launch throughout upcoming Battlefield Lab play sessions. So they basically confirmed there's going to be more Battlefield Labs just before the launch, which I think is a great thing. Today, we wanted to give you a glimpse of further changes you can expect beyond the open beta as we head towards launch. So let's start with Assault. While Assault has been recognized as the class for frontline medics and a favorite among Lone Wolf players, we are now placing greater emphasis on team play with reworked traits and gadgets. Assault offers passive squad benefits that encourage teamwork and provide a stronger support for the squad. So the Adrenaline Injector we're not going to cover. Basically, they removed the self-heal. This is old news, and they give you enhanced durability against flash and stun effects. So we're going to skip that. This is the big thing. Commanding Presence has replaced Enhanced Mobility as a new signature trait. This trait speeds up capturing objectives for nearby squad members and takes you and your team out of combat status faster. With this new ability, we're taking another step to provide the Assault class with more team-focused abilities. This sounds extremely strong and very useful actually for the Assault. I think I agree with them. If their emphasis was to make the Assault a more teamwork character, this is great. I think Command and Presence is going to be especially strong on Breakthrough if it works on Breakthrough, because capturing sectors is usually much slower than capturing flags in Conquest. And imagine you are playing with 4 people on Discord, for example. You guys are going to be an absolute menace on the field with this passive being active for your squad. They say we're also making a substantial change to the gadget pool of the Assault class. We've renamed the Spawn Beacon to Deploy Beacon, and it's now part of the Assault class gadget pool instead of Recon. Wow, this is a crazy change. This is the first time I think I've ever seen that the Recon doesn't have a Spawn Beacon in a Battlefield game, and now you have it on Assault. They continue, although the Deploy Beacon has traditionally been a staple of the Recon class, it hasn't been without its challenges, often being used by Assault snipers to redeploy in hard-to-reach places. By moving into the Assault class, we are intentionally redefining it as a team play tool for frontline flanking and coordinated squad movement. So they basically emphasize what I was saying. If you guys are going to have a squad on Discord of 4 very good Battlefield veteran players, you guys are going to crush lobbies in Breaker and Conquest, no doubt in my mind. They also say the Deploy Beacon has a finite number of users per squad and will self-destruct if the Assault player spawns back on it. So I guess what you can do is wait until your squad spawns in first, and then you spawn as Assault, and then it destroys. I think if you spawn as Assault, you should have another one. Maybe, like if you just died and you spawn on a beacon, shouldn't you have another one? Or is it recharging? I don't know how this works yet, but I would assume you might have another when you respawn. So maybe you can just put another one down. Who knows? Making it a tactical and limited resource rather than a persistent advantage. We believe this addresses concerns around Assault being too focused on solo play. I think it really does. I mean, Assault having a Spawn Beacon is just definitely team play based, very squad oriented perk now. I think if this was their focus, they definitely achieved that with giving him Spawn Beacon. My only concern here is now for the Recon. If he doesn't have the Spawn Beacon, what does he have? Maybe this is the reason why they gave him Sweet Spot back. So he's gonna be maybe kill oriented. And most of his traits, when you think about it, are very kill-oriented. You have his kill shot perk, which makes it so when you headshot people, they cannot be revived. Or when you get hit by a sniper, you cannot regen health for a while. So maybe this is what sniper is going to be, a true sniper rather than being somebody who goes around and places beacons. So very interesting. This is something brand new for Battlefield, at least for me. I'm not sure how it worked in Battlefield 2042. I played very little of that game. I know that there was Bloodscroll spawns you could do in that game, but this is something else. So wait a minute, if you would have 4 Assaults in the squad, just brainstorming ideas here, with 4 of them in the squad, wouldn't you be able to place 4 beacons in 4 different locations, and then the enemy has to look for all of them? I'm coming up with crazy ideas, and this is the fun of having a brand new Battlefield game, something new, innovative. I think I'm gonna be very creative with my use of the Deploy Beacon if I'm gonna play the Assault class, and this I think is definitely a pretty big advantage of playing Assault now. And now I'm thinking I'm not only gonna play support slash medic slash ammo guy, I might just play this and just spend beacons everywhere and make sure my squad can just bomb and backrage the enemy basically the entire game. It's crazy fun. we are going to skip engineer and support because they're not largely changed. So let's go to recon, who did receive some pretty big changes. So for recon, we saw the opportunity to strengthen the disinformation and sabotage component of this role. With that in mind, we set out to redefine one of recon's training pets, so by removing Pathfinder and replacing it with so-called Spec Ops, a not too stealthy, explosive focused class less seen in Battlefield 2. Ah, now we're talking. But there you go, Battlefield 2 nerds. Spec Ops is back. I think, I'm getting more and more positively surprised by DICE. And you guys, you know me, I've been criticizing Battlefield as basically since it came out, wanting this changed, that changed, and there are some nerdy Battlefield things here and there. But the fact that doing some very cool stuff, new stuff, I'm very excited about these things. So check it out. This is the path for anyone who wants to take on the stealth function of their squad, providing team with insights on troop movements while quietly operating behind enemy lines. And here are the traits. Spec Ops level 0, your base class training, available from the start and allows for quieter takedowns, crouch and prone movement. This is very strong. I like this level 0 perk. Level 1 perk, spots nearby enemy gadgets except when sprinting. This is mostly whatever. Then we have Spec Ops 2, going prone takes you out of combat much faster and removes the spot on yourself. This is pretty strong, especially if you're going to be playing around the enemy lines. When you get spotted, this can mean a difference between you dying or you staying alive and then giving a big spawn to your squad mates. So if you get spotted, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a notification when you're spotted, like in Battlefield 5, or at least I hope so, you see that notification, you just go prone and you unspot yourself, and then when they have to rush a building to maybe find you because your rat ass is hiding somewhere, you can surprise them with, a sweet spot sniper or something, just one-shoot them, and then your squad spawns, and it just offers, just like with Assault Spawn Beacon, just many opportunities to play Battlefield 6 aggressively. And I freaking loved it. I think you guys can say by Battlefield 1 gameplay, I do like to play a little bit more aggressive than your average player. But I was never really given the tools in previous Battlefield games. I guess I was given those tools in Battlefield 2042 as McKay. I guess the problem is Battlefield 2042 sucked ass, so I didn't play it. Here, this sounds much more my lane, and I love it. They also say, in addition, the Recon class features an active ability at level 3 that lets you call in a UAV to a marked position for passive spotting, further enhancing your squad's situational awareness. So we knew about the UAV since Battlefield Labs, like May, maybe like April. It hasn't changed since then. And if I had to describe it, I mean, it's basically Call of Duty UAV, but it's like in a marked location. And I'm pretty sure you can shoot the drone down, similar to how you could do it in Battlefield 4 versus the Commander drones. You could actually shoot those and shoot them down. If you didn't know that, sorry, in Battlefield 4, you're welcome. Go shoot those drones down if you still play that game. So I think this is mostly fine. We're going to have to see how strong this UAV really is. How long does it last? What type of a spot is it? Is it like a real 3D spot, or is it just some type of a, oh hey, there's the enemies, like type of a ping thingy on the minimap? Who knows? Overall, I think I'm liking this Spec Ops 3. I think it sounds fun. And that basically sums up all the huge changes. How do you feel about these changes, guys? Please let me know down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed watching the video, then leave a like and a comment. If you're new here and you enjoyed the gameplay and me as a creator, then leave a subscription. I will be going hard in Battlefield 6. I'm talking hard, as hard as a motherfucker, and I would love to have you with me for my Battlefield 6 ride. I will be covering infantry, vehicles. I'm skilled in both infantry and vehicles, and I will provide daily videos when I can, mostly always, but usually when I can, for Battlefield 6. Would love to see you there. Guys, have a great day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.